Hello, my lovely people. Stay your baby Jennifer Jessie, and so excited to say this. So much happy and so much glad that to have you as my fans. Okay? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on your location. So today I'm gonna start with headache. Today we are going to be talking about headache, the symptoms of headache, the causes of headache, and what to do when you have headache. Okay? So before I start my teaching, please, if you're watching the channel, help me hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also comment so that I can see your questions and give feedback to them later. Okay? So let's proceed. We now move with the topic entitled headache. We all know that headache is a common illness generally seen. When we are stressed up, we have headache. Headache comes in various forms or various ways. Okay? It is part of our day-to-day activities. When we stress ourselves a lot, we can have headache. Okay? So headache is a common illness. Being a common illness, we also need to know what causes headache. Like I said before, when we are stressed up, we can also have what? Headache. And also, when we are having sickness. An example of this sickness is when we have waste in our body system. When we have waste, the waste which closest to us will now move on to our brain, which will cause us symptom called headache. So when we get this symptom, that means that we need to check our body system also. Sometimes stress causes, sometimes the body symptoms which can lead to disease of an unknown kind also can bring about headache. Okay? So when we are not stressed, we need to check our body also. There is a disease or a sickness that wants to develop in our body which rises to headache. Most of the times when we don't flush our body also, it also leads to headache. Waste will pack in our stomach. So when the waste pack in our stomach, it will now send a nerve to the brain. When it sends a nerve to the brain, that means a sign or a symptom named headache has been caused by the waste. That is why we should flush our body system at least twice a month. Is okay. When we flush our body twice or once a month, maybe depending on our capacity level, it is also good. And we also need to take care of our body. We need to take care of our body. These are the precautionary measures to take when we have headache. When we have headache, we need to do some other things. Though taking medicines, they are right for our body. So when we take medicines, it's also nice. But before we take medicines, we need to do some precautionary measures, and which are the ones which I'll be listing above. Number one, when we have symptoms of headache, we need to know that it is a sign of an illness or a disease or sickness which wants to penetrate into our body. Sometimes when we want to have malaria or when we have malaria, the first sign of a malaria sickness is headache also. So when we have headache, we need to take some precautionary measures. Number one, we need to boil water. When we boil water, we now mix it with the cold water, which will give us the warm water. Then when we drink the warm water, we drink it enough. When we drink it enough, the headache will cool. When the headache cool, we can now take our medicine. We have some medicines like the paracetamol, the betamethasone, the major medicines to take for headache, most especially. Sometimes we also take the malaria medicine. The malaria medicine, which is when we know that we are suffering from malaria, then we drink the medicine. That will go straight to our brain to calm the headache first. When our headache is calmed, then we now see our body will now come to normal. So that's why most people do take malaria medicines, because they know that when they have headache, that is the sign of malaria also. Mainly, it is the sign of malaria, okay? So when we boil the hot water, we now take enough of it. After taking enough of the hot water, we now take a medicine. When we take a medicine, we see ourselves back to normal. But I want to give you this advice. We all need to be mindful of our body system. Sometimes our body system, there is what it lacks and there is what it needs at a particular point in time. So what our body lacks and what our body needs is also what we need to feed our body with. Most times when we are not in need of alcohol but we take alcohol, that will damage, or it will cause our body disorder. Okay? So we all need to maintain a healthy balanced diet. When we maintain a healthy balanced diet, we take care of our body, not the things our body needs and the things our body do not need. When we do all this, we can see that our body is very essential and unique. Okay? So I would like to stop here for today. Our lessons will begin sometime later. But please, 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 and please, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I still remain your baby, Jennifer Jessie. Okay? And as you do so, may God bless you abundantly. Thank you for watching.